23 European Union MPs in Jammu and Kashmir support India in efforts for lasting peace and end of terror. Regret killing of 5 workers by terrorists. Also say all problems of Kashmir are linked to terrorism. Devendra Fadnavis elected as leader of Maharashtra BJP Legislative Party, says people's mandate is surely for Mahayuti and BJP sought votes for it, so it will be a Mahayuti government. India Meteorological Department predicts widespread rains in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry over next 24 hours. 8 districts in Tamil Nadu declared holiday for educational institutions for today. Depression over Comorin area likely to intensify into deep depression and cyclonic storm later. In international news, Britain is all set for polls on December 12 to end Brexit deadlock. UK PM Boris Johnson wins approval for election from Parliament. In sports, Saurav Ganguly and Rahul Dravid to reconnect in Bengaluru today. BCCI President and Head of National Cricket Academy to discuss roadmap of Indian cricket's feeder line. Hello and welcome to this edition of the news. I'm Rukmana. Top story. 23 European Union MPs who visited Jammu and Kashmir said on Wednesday that they regret the news of the killing of 5 workers by terrorists and all problems of Kashmir are linked to terrorism. While addressing the media, the delegation said that they fully support India in its efforts for lasting peace and end of terror.
5 innocent workers have been assassinated. And this situation is a global war in our country, my country in France, in all the countries. Here present, we have experimented what is terrorism, and particularly the radical Islamic terrorism. And we will have to check with the Indian Army Force, with the Indian police, what are the tools, the means to fight against this terrorism. So it's not an internal issue. We don't want to interfere in internal issues. And I just finished to say that I was particularly pleased during this visit, but yesterday we had the opportunity to meet some activists. I met some young activists from various communities from Kashmir, and they could express totally freely their vision of the future. And their vision of the future is vision of peace, vision of understanding in all the South Asian region. And we came back with a lot of hope, because I saw that there is among mainly the youth here in Kashmir big hope and big concern about the sad situation that they experiment, a big hope that the future will be better, and I think this is the message we are interested to hear.
Another EU parliamentarian, Bill Newton-Dunn, termed India a peace-loving country and said that India has very good relations with European nations. Briefing the media, Dunn said people of Kashmir have complained about corruption and misuse of money sent by the Centre for Developmental Work.
And India is a peaceful country. It doesn't attack other countries. Europe and India have very strong, close links and great deal in common together. So we are here to find facts, to find out. We are your friends. We want to know, can we help? How can we support? How can we improve the situation? And that is the purpose for coming to find out. I was privileged to talk to quite a lot of people. There wasn't enough time. I talked to teachers. They were very interested about their school. And one man told me that there was too much corruption in India and Kashmir. Too much when money comes from central government, it doesn't always reach the project, or enough of it. It seems to disappear somewhere into the system. So nothing is perfect in life, but we're here to get facts and information, and it's been an excellent visit and very well organized. And thank you for being here.
Speaking to the media, EU Parliament's member Thierry Mariani said the EU delegation spoke to people of Kashmir about the latest situation. He said local residents have expressed the hope that now they will also get all the benefits as other Indian citizens.
We had a very interesting discussion yesterday afternoon with some responsible of civil society who was involved in association who was involved in the normal life. And what was this message? Maybe it was the most interesting because it was from the heart. What these people said, they said, we just want to be Indian, we are Indian citizens and we want to be Indian like all the other Indian citizens. We want to have a development like other parts of the country, and we hope that this change of statute will be occasion for our region to be a better level of development, better level for my young to go to school, better level for my mother to go in hospital.
Addressing the media, Ryszard Czarnecki, member of the European Parliament, said that during the visit he observed that people in J&K need jobs. Czarnecki also said that people here want peace and more opportunities to excel.
So that people here want peace, want normal life, want transportation, want jobs, better competitiveness, and I'm sure after this conversation that terrorism destroys their dreams. And after our meeting with Indian Prime Minister Devendra Modi and Vice President of India and Foreign Minister, we know that also Indian government knows about it.
In other news, in Maharashtra, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis was elected as the leader of the state BJP legislature party today. After being elected, he said he was grateful to Prime Minister Narendra Modi for giving him the responsibility. He also thanked Amit Shah and JP Nadda. Fadnavis further said that people have given a mandate for Mahayuti and no one should doubt this. The government will be of Mahayuti and will be stable. All arrangements are in place for the swearing-in ceremony of Lieutenant Governors of the two new Union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. The two UTs will be carved out of the state of J&K tomorrow in line with the August 5th decision of the Parliament. On that day, Parliament also took a decision to abrogate Article 370 of the Constitution, giving special status to Jammu and Kashmir. Lieutenant Governor designate Radhakrishna Mathur will take over as the administrator of the Union Territory of Ladakh. Ladakh is filled with festive atmosphere. A day ahead of becoming a Union Territory, it will have the status of a Union Territory with the swearing-in ceremony of Lieutenant Governor, which is slated for tomorrow morning. Lieutenant Governor designate Radhakrishna Mathur and Jammu and Kashmir High Court Chief Justice Geeta Mittal have arrived in Leh. Later, Chief Justice Geeta Mittal will fly to Srinagar to administer oath of office to J&K Lieutenant Governor designate Girish Chandra Murmu. Tamil Nadu and Puducherry are in for widespread rains with the depression over Comorin area likely to intensify into a deep depression in the next 24 hours and into a cyclonic storm later. The depression lay 220 kilometers west-southwest of Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala and is likely to move northwestwards across Lakshadweep and intensify into a deep depression. The Met Department has advised fishermen not to venture into the sea along Kanyakumari, Lakshadweep and South Kerala coast on October 31st. Tamil Nadu and Puducherry received good rains in the last 24 hours with 80 places recording heavy to very heavy rainfall. Tiruthanni in Tiruvallur district recorded the highest rainfall of 19 centimeters. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will pay tributes to Iron Man of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, at the Statue of Unity in Kevadia in Gujarat on the occasion of his birth anniversary on 31st October. He will also participate at the Ekta Divas Parade, visit the technology demonstration site and later interact with civil service probationers at Kevadia. The tallest statue in the world was inaugurated last year, according to details shared by Gujarat Tourism Department officials. Total tourist footfalls at the Statue of Unity so far is around 26 lakhs. The total amount of money earned through selling tickets is over 57 crore rupees.
सरदार साहब की जन्म जयंती ये हमारी एकता को नई ताकत देगी, उसे श्रेष्ठ भारत बनाना ये हम सबका दायित्व है। एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत।
Tourists flocking in like swarms of bees. We are here at the tallest statue in the world of the stalwart statesman Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
I like this Statue of Unity. It's a great effort done by Modi. The contribution made by Vallabhbhai Patel is great to this nation. हमने पहले तो बहुत कम मालूम था कि सरदार पटेल एक्चुअली जैसे भी नए बच्चों को नहीं पता है जो थोड़ा है, तो अभी हमने सारे यहाँ पे जहाँ जहाँ डिस्प्ले लगा है उनके बारे में बहुत सारी जानने मिली, हमने फोटोग्राफ लिया और सारी चीज़ें हमने संजो के लेके जा रहे हैं और भी लोगों को हम बताएंगे।
It's a proud moment for India and every Indian. It's a very proud moment and I very feel proud that we are living in India. It's the tallest statue of whole world.
We are here at the Statue of Unity and it's going to be 1 year of its inauguration, and this time around there are several tourist attractions and this place has seen phenomenal transformation in the past 1 year.
भारत के लिए बहुत ही गर्व की बात है कि इतना अच्छा, I would call it an engineering marvel. बहुत ही खूबसूरत, मेंटेन भी बहुत अच्छा किया है। मतलब इतनी सारी भीड़ है, इतने सारे लोग हैं, फिर भी हर चीज़ अपनी जगह है, तो बहुत ही अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा।
नरेंद्र मोदी ने ये अच्छा काम किया कि सरदार के बारे में किसी को पता नहीं था, ये स्टेचू बनाकर उसको गुजरात का गौरव बढ़ाया, सबको सामने रख कर कि इतने महान थे। उनकी यही इच्छा थी कि गुजरात के जो है वो निग्लेक्ट कर दी थे पहले।
The statue itself is a unique thing. Not only the area of this, but due to this, all over the Gujarat, we are going to find the good results.
Now this is also very important because it's going to be Ekta Divas this time at 31st of October, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to pay his tributes at the Statue of Unity after the abrogation of Article 370 and after Jammu and Kashmir has unified into India. It is very important that Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's teachings and his values of unifying India strong as tall as his statue. With camera person Sumit Naudiyal, Meghna Dev, DD News, Kevadia.
President Ramnath Kovind attended the convocation ceremony of Jamia Millia Islamia today. The president was accompanied along with Union HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal. While addressing students, President emphasized on the importance of education and urged Jamia to become a contributing partner in the process. While addressing students, the President said that credit for the changes in education ecosystem goes to the HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal, and also with the changes in national education policy, India should aim to establish itself as a knowledge superpower.
आज के दौर के मुताबिक तालीम मुहैया कराने के लिए केंद्र सरकार द्वारा एजुकेशन इकोसिस्टम में बदलाव किए जा रहे हैं। इन प्रयासों के लिए मानव संसाधन विकास मंत्री और उनकी टीम के सभी सदस्य बधाई के हकदार हैं। उनके मंत्रालय द्वारा प्रस्तावित राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति का एक महत्वपूर्ण उद्देश्य है भारत को नॉलेज सुपर पावर के रूप में स्थापित करना। भारत के विद्यार्थियों की असीम प्रतिभा से पूरा विश्व परिचित है। इस प्रतिभा का समुचित उपयोग करने के लिए देश के सभी शिक्षण संस्थानों को अपना योगदान देना है। जामिया जैसे प्रतिष्ठित संस्थानों से विशेष योगदान की उम्मीद की जाती है।
Vice President Venkaiah Naidu today said that environmental pollution and deterioration of air quality are the biggest challenges that the country is facing today. While inaugurating the 15th International Symposium organized by the National Environment Engineering and Research Institute, the Vice President said this conference will serve as a launch pad to address such issues. The Vice President also said that the scientific research and awareness campaign should be more focused on environmental issues, considering deteriorating air quality. The Vice President released a book on the occasion.
The environmental pollution and deterioration in the air quality are among the foremost challenges the country faces today. This conference will serve as a launch pad for new ideas and new solutions to the pressing health and environmental challenge of our time. So what is important, I would like to stress today, is ultimately we must aim at changing the mindset of the people.
Congress leader P. Chidambaram was today sent to judicial custody till the 13th of November in the INX media case. The court has rejected the ED's application seeking Chidambaram's remand for one more day. Union Minister General V.K. Singh has said that though there is global economic slowdown, It has not affected road construction. He said roads are still being built worth crores of rupees.
And the challenges are in terms of rules and regulations, challenges are in terms of investment and finance, challenges are in terms of what material we are going to use, challenges are in terms of the technology that you want to use, and challenges are in terms of how exactly procedurally the ministry and people who want to execute the project can work together. These are
And for non-compliance with directions issued on income recognition and asset classification norms, management of advances and exposure norms and other restrictions, RBI has imposed a fine of 1 crore rupees on Pune-based Janta Sehkari Bank and 25 lakh rupees on Jalgaon People's Cooperative Bank for violating asset classification norms. The penalty has been imposed in exercise of powers vested in the RBI under provisions of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. German Chancellor Angela Merkel will be visiting India for the 5th intergovernmental consultations from Friday. Of the 15 ministries in the German government, 12 will be represented during the ICG meetings. Our correspondent Abhishek Jha had a word with the German ambassador in India, Walter J. Lindner, on the upcoming visit of the German Chancellor.
We are joined by German ambassador in India. So, sir, what are the issues that we might see these two leaderships focusing on while having these discussions?
The range is going from cultural issues to sports, football, to Ayurveda, to health, to transportation, to security issues, to economic issues, to development, to environmental issues. So a lot of ranges. Now I think we will have topics in the more conventional or in the very traditional way, which we always discuss, which I just mentioned. But we also venture into possibilities of new topics which we already have discussed last time, but which we then can deepen, like artificial intelligence, robotic, and digitalization, and green cities.
India and Germany both have been advocating the restructuring of various global platforms, including United Nations. There has been also, Germany has been supporting India's accession to nuclear supply groups also. So will there be discussion on these issues also?
Many of the issues of this world nowadays can only be solved through, all of the issues, through multilateralism, to negotiations in international forum. So there's the G7, there's the G20, there's the United Nations, the WTO, there are other, but of course the UN has to be also on top of it. And like we are, India and Germany and Brazil and Japan are in the G4 group, where we try to reform the Security Council because it has to be more representative.
How are they going to deliberate upon issues of terrorism and securities?
Well, Germany and India share, of course, the worry about international terrorism. International terrorism is threatening all of us. There's no border protection for international terrorists. So it has to be a global fight, and that's what I said before, that that most of the global issues have to be done in sync, in multilateral fora, and that's what we do. And so India is a partner in that, and we are a partner of India in that. So I think this is on a good way.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
British lawmakers yesterday approved Prime Minister Boris Johnson's plan to hold a snap general election on December 12th. Lawmakers in the House of Commons voted 438 to 20 in favour of holding a national election on the 12th of December. The law will now be passed and go to Parliament's upper house for consideration. Following approval by the Lords, there will be a 5-week campaign up to polling day. The Prime Minister has said the public must be given a choice over the future of Brexit and the country. And Turkey has said it will eliminate any Syrian Kurdish YPG militia fighters who remain in a planned safe zone in northeastern Syria after the expiration of a 150-hour deadline agreed upon by Ankara and Moscow. Turkish Foreign Minister said this during a joint news briefing in Geneva with his Iranian and Russian counterparts dedicated to the launch of the first Syrian Constitutional Committee meeting today. Russia has informed Turkey that YPG fighters have left a strip of land near the Syrian-Turkish border within the deadline set by Ankara and Moscow. And in other news, in sports, BCCI is looking forward to converting the National Cricket Academy into a centre of excellence, a state-of-the-art facility designated to be a finishing school for leading young talents. It is learned that the item is on the agenda as BCCI President Saurav Ganguly meets Rahul Dravid, who is the NCA Director. Dravid, who took charge as NCA Chief in July, has already drawn a roadmap for the institution, and Ganguly is expected to give his inputs when the two former captains meet. The meeting attended by all the newly elected BCCI office bearers who took charge on October 30th. NCA CEO Tufan Ghosh will also be part of the discussions. Ganguly and Dravid have been together at a few BCCI technical committee meetings, which the Prince of Kolkata chair and Dravid attended as India under-19 and team head coach. For the past few years, NCA, which was supposed to be the supply line of Indian cricket, has actually become a rehabilitation centre, and even Ganguly acknowledged after taking over. Shakib Al Hasan, banned from all cricket for 2 years by the ICC. He has been banned for 2 years. With 1 year suspended for failing to report multiple approaches made to him by a bookie, ruling him out of the tour of India, which starts November 3rd. Shakib has been handed a full ban for a year and a 12-month suspended sentence. The 32-year-old was being kept away from the team's practice on ICC's instructions under the provisions of the ICC code. Shakib chose to admit the charges and agree to the sanction with the ICC in lieu of an anti-corruption tribunal hearing. Subject to him satisfying the conditions in respect of the suspended part of the sanction, he will be free to resume international cricket on October 29th, 2020. The ban will compound the Bangladesh Cricket Board's problems ahead of the tour of India. Lionel Messi was at his vintage best as he scored 2 and set up 2 more in Barcelona's 5-1 thumping of Real Valladolid that moved them back to the top of La Liga. Valladolid's Kiko Olivas cancelled out Clement Lenglet's second-minute opener at Camp Nou before the Messi magic began. He set up Arturo Vidal with a sublime pass and then scored a stunning free kick to help Barca into a 2-goal lead at the break. Messi then added the fourth, hammering home a volley from the edge of the box before turning creative for Luis Suarez to round off the scoring. And now the headlines once again. 23 European Union MPs in Jammu and Kashmir support India in efforts for lasting peace and end of terror. Regret killing of 5 workers by terrorists. Also say all problems of Kashmir are linked to terrorism. Devendra Fadnavis elected as leader of Maharashtra BJP Legislative Party. Says people's mandate is surely for Mahayuti and BJP sought votes for it, so it will be a Mahayuti government. Met Department predicts widespread rains in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry over the next 24 hours. 8 districts in Tamil Nadu declared holiday for educational institutions for today. Depression over Comorin area likely to intensify into deep depression and cyclonic storm later. In international news, Britain is all set for polls on December 12 to end the Brexit deadlock. UK PM Boris Johnson wins approval for the election from Parliament. In sports, Saurav Ganguly and Rahul Dravid to reconnect in Bangalore today. BCCI President and Head of National Cricket Academy to discuss roadmap of Indian cricket's feeder line. And that's all in this edition of the news. Namaskar.